involvement in a campaign. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that statement is representing, I would call, misunderstanding the whole concept of pay for performance or pay by results. I don't see any difference in terms of NGOs supporting the Community People's Committee in terms of their per diem, their transport, their whatever the cost of the workshops being done in order to get the people to participate. So even people, if they are not convinced, even if you pay them as per by results, they're not going to do it. So first of all, you have to have people that committed to the cause. And so in our case, this payment to the People's Committee comes later. Is a recognition of the fact that there is this commitment from the local government, but they lack the resources in order to do the job effectively. So the difference between the traditional way of doing it and the way we're doing it is that we can measure the cost effectiveness of it, we can make sure that the money is being used for that purpose, because if they don't produce results, they are not getting the payment. So for me, this is a much better way of supporting the participation of the local government better. So I think it's a misunderstanding, a misinterpretation what this is all about. This is an accountable way of doing things. This is a measurable way of doing things. It is not bribing people. This is not paying people. This is a recognition and is a better tool to have that accountability.
Another of the criticisms is that this kind of PbR structure risks shoddy reporting because of the pressure to deliver on results to generate the funds. What's your experience?
Oh, it's the other way around. I think that the OBA, the PbR, forces to be very transparent in reporting the results, because the results are being verified. Unless it's verified independently by the donors, we're not going to get paid. So if you do shoddy reporting because of the pressure, you are running a big risk of losing money. Because of that, you have to be much more transparent and careful in reporting.
And another key criticism is that focusing on a particular problem using a narrow instrument like OBA isn't the kind of response that is relevant to the complexity of the world we live in.
I think it's the other way around, because you have to know what you're doing in order to take that kind of risk, payment by results. Unless you know that you're going to not losing your shirt, you wouldn't dare to go and take that kind of risk. So whatever complexity, you better know how you solve it. So I look at this payment by results is the mother for invention. So we have to innovate, we have to find a way to be cost effective, because we know in advance how much we pay for whatever we need to be delivered. So it is a very simple way, but it's a simple and effective way to deal with complexity that we have to deal with in traditional way of financing also. The complexity should be looked at from the various points of view. From the donor point of view, they should really love this kind of PbR because it is simple for them. But they only contract with the people who do PbR when they have confidence that these people are going to be able to solve complex problems in order to arrive at results. And for people like East West, where we are the implementer, it is a lot of dealing with complex issues because we have to produce results. And we probably deal with these complex issues in much better way than under traditional inputs, because no matter what we do, we will get the money anyway. But under the PbR, if we do it wrong, we lose. If we do it right, we'll gain. And so it is a much better way to measure how you solve with complexity.